Hello and welcome back to our channel. This is Tea with me. I'm Michelle C.
And I'm Michelle K.
Okay, so today we are discussing female health
Yes.
and our tips
Mm-hmm.
that we've kind of, sourced from various different areas and
We've
our own
honed over the years
Yes.
of self-experimentation.
and our own experiences and, where we're at and our journey.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Grab yourselves a drink.
come and have tea with me and it's become a thing now.
I know. So, should we dive straight into female hormones?
Yeah, I think it seems like a really good place to start, actually.
Because it dictates so much
and I think,
of our health.
ladies, we are neglected by the education system at large, really, because, we're not taught, really, about our hormones and the fluctuations, the impact that it has on us, and how we need to adapt, day to
Our
day.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how, we could do one thing at the beginning of the month and it's brilliant, but because we feel great, doesn't mean we should necessarily carry on for the whole month. We need to, change it up a bit according to our hormones. And we need to really make that a point, I think, in education. That
Especially education of doctors.
Yes, absolutely. And also, I mean, you're a personal trainer, qualified, and, you didn't learn anything
No.
about female hormones.
No.
So,
I know that they do run courses on tailoring exercise to females, but it is not tied into the basic
no.
gym instructor or personal trainer qualifications. It's
No.
not touched on at all. All you're taught is how to tailor a exercise program. But
And is that according to hormones or is that according to our physical, because
it's just for it's all lumped in together, men and women
okay.
lumped in together. So it's just how to make a progressing plan for
Okay.
people in the gym. But yeah, because I know when I was working in the gym, one of the trainers did a course on
Okay.
female hormones, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, but I just never thought anything more of it. And it's only been a recent thing
Yeah.
that I have really learnt that we shouldn't be eating the same thing all month long, and we shouldn't be exercising the same way all month long. And it kind of blew my mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've, changed things up a bit to, and I'm already feeling some benefits. And actually,
Yeah.
it's funny because I do sort of predominantly carnivore and keto
Same. Yeah.
throughout the month, and then it does. So I know before I even kind of think, oh, where am I in my cycle? All of a sudden, I'll be like, oh, I'm really hungry. I need something carby, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
And I understand it, but it's because I know.
Yeah.
Because before I didn't, I was just like, oh, I'm hungry. It was just
Yeah, and now we know that it's for progesterone, what do you call it? For making progesterone, basically.
Yeah.
The body
Synthesis.
is calling out for carbs,
Yeah.
and then it's just a case of picking the right carbs.
Yes.
So
Naturally.
steering clear of the breads and pastas and cereals, the things that we're told to eat 6 times a day.
All the processed carbs.
Yeah. So if you've done
really make
keto or carnivore or whatever, then you know to steer clear of them anyway.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for us girls, we get cravings
We do.
at certain points of the month, and now we know. Well, we knew why anyway, but now
We don't need
we know
to-
for definite what the reason is, and we
Yeah.
know not to reach for those processed ones.
But I think the more that we nourish and nurture our body, the more we get in tune with ourselves, and we just know.
And the less those cravings come.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Definitely, because when
Yeah.
you are nourished, but also we'll naturally steer towards the better carbs.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
When you're living a healthier lifestyle. So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the root vegetables for me, they're always
Oh
just.
my god! Do you know root veg has always been my favourite anyway?
Mine too.
Ever
And
since
I
was a
wonder
kid.
if that's just, and most children,
Yeah, they don't want
we
the
have to
green
encourage
veg.
them
Yeah.
to eat their greens. I think instinctively we're born just going, no. Thank
Well,
you.
luckily, my daughter was still a baby when I realised the toxicity of the leafy greens and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I've never forced vegetables on her.
Right, okay.
She likes some
Yeah.
and she doesn't like others, and I would never sit down and say you have to eat that.
No.
You know, I'm the one that says you have to eat that to the meat.
Yes, yeah.
But she loves meat, so it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, well, mine do.
She loves sweets as well, but that's,
Well, they're
you know,
children,
that's children.
aren't they? Yeah. And they always come in brightly coloured packets that kids naturally get drawn to.
But she does like dark chocolate, so that's a bonus.
That is a bonus.
But yeah, anyway. So one of the things that can really impact our health is the hormonal pill.
Oh my goodness.
Hormonal birth control.
If you're on it, ladies, you're literally... I read a study and it was a scientific article, and it broke down all of the minerals that you are depleting from your body by taking the birth control pill, and it's horrendous.
I generally don't watch live TV, so I don't see many adverts.
No.
But I saw an advert the other day. I think I was watching like a streaming service or something, and it made me think of you.
Oh.
Because it was a hormonal pill, a birth control pill that you don't need a prescription for. You can just go to the shop and buy it.
Well, actually, a few years ago, when I was on the pill, I actually applied online to get more because I didn't really want to go to the doctors.
Yeah.
And it came through the post. You know.
And this is half the problem. Girls are getting on it younger.
Yeah.
And they're also making it far more easy to get hold of.
Well, you know, and the thing is, because they brought out the whole Gillick competency thing after, and I think that all stemmed from a case where with birth control, you know, and I hate the thought of like my daughter in a couple of years being able to go to the doctor and get the pill without my knowing.
I know.
You know?
Well, I knew girls who were like 12, 13 getting put on the pill.
Yeah, well,
because
I
they were
did.
having heavy periods.
Yeah.
So the doctor didn't even address their lifestyle and diet
to
see what it was, because they don't learn about this stuff.
No.
They just automatically go, heavy periods?
Yeah.
Have a pill.
We'll fix that.
Yeah, just take one of these every month.
Yeah.
Like every day
But,
for
I
the
mean,
month.
personally, I was on the pill a few years ago, and I decided to come off it because I just, you know, I'd felt sluggish, and
you'd learnt some things.
and I just thought to myself, you know what, I just need to stop it. I was getting headaches and just So I came off of it, and then it gets a bit fun for a while. I bloated out. I looked about 4 months pregnant, and it did have the shape of a pregnant belly as well. You know, I'd get dressed and I'd be like, you know,
because it will be a hormonal response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was convinced I was pregnant, and
almost a phantom pregnancy.
yeah,
kind of.
well, it is in a way, I think. And I was having the symptoms as well. I was feeling sick and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously wasn't pregnant, but it took a while to adjust, and it just proved to me how toxic birth control is. It's just awful.
I've been off birth control for about 6 years, and I honestly think it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Yeah.
For one, I got my daughter out of it, which wasn't a plan, but, you know, happy accidents.
My
but
youngest
also,
was a happy accident.
I have a normal hormonal makeup now.
Yeah.
I'm not pumping artificial hormones in to try and trick my body.
No.
So I feel like it's so much better.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
This is how our bodies are supposed to work.
Yeah. And I think when we, you know, everything that we take that adjusts our natural hormonal makeup, you know, and the methylation process, you know, which is so key to our health. When you start mucking about with that, the chain reaction, you know, is because you deplete minerals.
Yeah.
Actually, I read selenium is one of the minerals that it depletes.
Okay.
And when you think about selenium and how good that is, certainly to our aesthetics, you know.
Skin.
But this is generally the first place that we get told from our bodies something's not quite right.
Well, that's why they have face maps, don't they? So you get a spot or a pimple, and you can see what's really the matter.
Yeah.
You know?
Incredible.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many aspects to science that I absolutely, you know, all these breakthroughs. But we're not really embracing them is my issue. You know, we're still
I
not
think
living.
We're so removed from nature
And biology.
As a modern society that we've just. I mean, how long's the pill been around? Since the 70s?
Yeah,
It's a long ass time.
Yeah.
That women have been in control.
Yeah.
Of their reproduction, and I mean nowadays we're just more promiscuous than ever.
Yes.
Which again I don't think is a particularly good thing for women's health, particularly mental health.
No, mental health, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think being promiscuous, you know, and the impact that has on men as well, you know, and it affects both genders and our young, you know.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of the most toxic things that has ever been done.
I mean, there are people that say, oh, it was such an amazing thing for women's liberation. But it's like, is being sexually promiscuous liberating?
No, I don't think so.
I don't believe so, but let's get off the politics side.
Yes, absolutely.
And let's look at some side effects.
Okay.
So, it does say that there are some side effects that you may experience in the first few months of getting on the pill. These should fade as your body settles into having these artificial hormones pumped into it.
Yeah.
But let's go through some of them. So spotting between periods. I never had that. Did you have that?
No, didn't have that.
Nausea. Breast tenderness.
Yes, had that.
I mean, I get that every month anyway.
Well, I get that every month, but actually I found, you know, the healthier I live,
the less.
Yeah, it's less painful and it doesn't last as long either. Yeah, because it used to be 2 weeks in the month. I'd literally just don't touch me, don't come.
Gosh.
Like you could
extreme.
could literally brush past me. Oh, and it would just awful. Like hug me and no.
I normally get it for like the few days leading up to coming on the period, and then it goes. But this last one, because I had like that 2 weeks of being heavy carb beforehand, it actually lasted the whole week.
Yeah.
Of being on, which was weird for me.
So when we embrace our health holistically,
yes,
it makes a huge difference to these symptoms that we naturally get. But these enhance the symptoms that we naturally get and make them worse, and it certainly did for me.
Headaches and migraine.
Yeah, got that.
Weight gain or weight loss. I had weight gain.
A little bit of weight gain whilst on, and then loads afterwards, but it was mainly bloating.
That was as your body was settling back into itself.
But then once it went back down, there was, no major fluctuation. Because I used to find my weight, it'd go on so easily. And my weight just fluctuated so much on the pill.
Mood changes.
Yeah.
The big one with mood for me was when I tried the injection. Did you ever go on the injection?
No, but I was put off by the injection because I knew people that had come off the injection and then not had a period at all for, say, 2 years. Yeah. Which is incredibly unhealthy.
Well, I went on the injection to get rid of periods.
Right, okay.
Because that's how deluded I was back then.
Well,
I didn't see the period as a natural thing that you're supposed to have every month. I saw it as an inconvenience.
I actually celebrate mine now. I know this might sound quite weird.
Same.
But every month when it comes and it's nicely timed and everything, and I'm like, yay, my body seems,
it's working.
Everything seems to be going quite well.
Yeah, exactly.
So I celebrate it and I embrace being a woman, and I think that's, for our health, the way we should be.
Missed periods.
Yeah.
Well, I used to purposefully do that. Like do 2 packs.
Yeah, see, I was on the one. Oh, I did occasionally.
Yeah.
Because I had to like a holiday planned or something, or I'm going swimming that week, so I'll take it right the way through. It's just shut down, body.
Yeah, I know. It's, you're
in
inconveniencing
me. I'm cursing
Nature.
my younger self,
I know, but wisdom comes with age.
Absolutely, yeah.
Decreased libido.
Yep.
Vaginal discharge. I mean, that changes throughout the month.
Yeah,
regardless of whether you're on the pill or not. Eye changes. So apparently you can get a thickening of the cornea.
Oh.
I never experienced that I'm aware of, but then I don't wear glasses or contacts.
It'd be interesting to know, like, the history of these cases and the damage to the eye.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be interesting.
But I've also read that eye health is connected to liver health, and obviously everything that we put in our body has to be processed by our liver. So all of
Super organ.
It's amazing. It's the only organ that can regenerate itself. It's just incredible.
You can
Worship your liver,
take
people.
a portion of someone's liver and donate it, and it will grow into a full-size liver in someone else. It's absolutely amazing.
It's incredible. But the health of our liver
obviously
is quite closely connected to the health of our eyes.
Yeah.
So if you do really focus on the health of your liver, chances are your eye health will improve.
Yeah.
And I have actually had personal experiences of it.
Oh.
So
well, there you go.
Yeah.
Here are some risks involved with taking the pill. Blood clots.
How long have you got?
Yeah, exactly. You've seen the leaflet that comes out of medicine.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Nobody reads those, do they? But somewhere in fine print, it will say something quite sinister.
So it says here, according to the Office of Women's Health, there is evidence to suggest that taking birth control pills may raise a person's risk of blood clots and high blood pressure or hypertension. This can lead to heart attack or stroke.
Yeah, lovely.
Excellent. If a blood clot enters the lungs, it can cause serious damage or death. Right, okay. So it says that it may not be safe for people who have untreated hypertension, smoke or are over the age of 35 years, have a history of heart disease, have migraine with aura, or have a history of breast cancer or endometrial cancer. May not be
yeah
safe.
It's not really. I mean, what do they class as safe? You know, this is one of those words that's loosely used, I think. Because I don't to upset anything that's going on naturally to me isn't a safe thing.
No,
we
know that now.
Certainly not for convenience, you know, like...
Yeah. This is why it annoys me so much that it's pushed on these young girls, because they just don't know.
No.
And they're taught to treat their body as an inconvenience.
Yeah.
Rather than embrace their natural female health.
Yeah.
And their natural hormonal rhythm. And,
well,
you know, if they're worried about getting pregnant, then use a condom.
Yeah.
Or... track your period, and then you know when you can safely have
rhythm
sex.
method, good old fashioned.
Pull it out.
But yes. I like that Monty Python meaning of life. What was it? The meaning of life, and you've got the Catholics versus the Protestants. If I want to put a rubber sheath on my John Thomas. So we're kind of coming away from that now, but it was just...
But it's still funny.
It is funny, but we're not allowed to make humour like that anymore, are we?
I mean, condoms have a higher success rate than the pill anyway, right? And also, the pill doesn't protect you from sexually transmitted diseases.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But
also, like we said, you know, it's not even just about that with the pill. It's that convenience thing, and I just think it's just ludicrous.
It is.
That we're doing things so much like our diet, everything for convenience, and we need to get in tune, you know?
Yes.
And we are quite complex beings, us women, with all of our hormones.
Very.
You know? So...
yeah, we are.
To ignore
and it's throughout our entire life.
Yes, I know. We go through puberty, and then, well, you've got the...
I'm going to flash a graph up on the screen for you to see. This is the female hormone life cycle. So it shows your hormonal levels throughout your life, and then obviously you get monthly fluctuations as well as that.
Yeah.
But as you can see here, you will start to fluctuate in puberty when, you know, you're becoming a woman. Then you have your fertile years where you're pretty steady, but you'll have the monthly ups and downs that, as long as you're having the right diet and lifestyle, will be manageable.
Yeah, absolutely.
And celebratory.
Yeah,
because it means you can have babies.
Yeah.
And then when you go into your 40s, generally, that is when you'll hit perimenopause, and your hormone levels will again start to fluctuate as they go down.
Yeah.
So there'll be a downward trend, but there will be fluctuations, and that's when you can get some symptoms that I started experiencing. But I'm now taking supplements for, and that seems to have them under control.
Yeah.
So,
and I think berberine is quite a good one for hormones,
Yeah.
isn't it? I've read. And I'm just about to start taking it myself, just simply because although I feel everything is good, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So some of the things that can happen in perimenopause, which is the 10 years prior to menopause. So that's why for most women it's in their 40s that they start, because I think it's like 51 is the average age for menopause. So what can happen is your cycle can start to get a bit sporadic. Messed up.
Yeah, it's very sporadic.
You'll still be having periods, but your cycle can either lengthen or shorten. In my case, it's shortened. I lost like 4 days.
Oh, okay.
Then I started taking these supplements and it's lengthened back out now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's all back to normal. But you may start getting some hot flushes and things like that, and just weird shit starts happening. But yeah, these supplements have been a lifesaver for me.
Yeah.
And it's all natural ingredients like maca and stuff.
Yeah, maca root is an adaptogen. Doesn't it grow on like really high hills and withstands extreme weather conditions?
Well, it's a root, isn't it?
And it's it's incredible.
It is incredible.
It's good for libido as well.
I know.
Cheeky smile there.
I've also started taking ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha again is another. It's Ayurvedic. Yeah. I love ashwagandha.
Yeah. I got a whole year's supply.
Oh really?
I did. Yeah.
Fabulous. Yeah. Ashwagandha's really good for driving or regulating, should I say, naturally cortisol levels.
Yeah. That's why I started taking it, because I was like, what causes belly fat predominantly?
Stress.
It's cortisol.
Yeah.
So I was like, right.
And not using that stress is when we allow it to sit there. So like well, not just being, but it's moving at the right times, isn't it? And understanding where it spikes and stuff.
Absolutely. Which most people don't know.
No.
And again, it's something we've just recently begun to explore. But yeah, about 6 or 7 years ago, I was using this tonic that had ashwagandha in it.
Oh, okay.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I absolutely loved it, but it's very expensive.
Yeah.
It's from a company called Isogenics, which are like an MLM.
Yeah.
So yeah, expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've just got the little tablet supplements of ashwagandha now. But yeah, hopefully it'll do the trick for me.
Huge fan of ashwagandha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Ayurvedic stuff, but not. Well, I did actually experiment with a bit of Ayurvedic after coming off my crazy diet.
You were doing that when we met.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember you shared some bone broth with me.
Yeah.
It was like a spicy one.
I love bone broth.
We love bone broth.
Bone broth.
So
It's
good
rich
for you.
in like collagen, amino, because I do beef generally.
Mm-hmm.
I will do chicken if I've bought a nice either free range or organic chicken. I will then make a broth with the carcass because don't waste anything, you know. But that's what we used to do, and I think that's another thing.
That got lost in translation.
Yeah, because nothing went to waste, you know.
No.
But now it's like we just throw away.
It's that modern culture, isn't it? Of nothing gets preserved anymore. It's all just.
But I think bone
quick
broth
fix.
is, you know, because they'd make soups and stuff, and the amino acids and it's just so rich.
That's
so it's
why
really good for your bones.
Proper homemade
Your
chicken
skin,
soup is so good for when people have colds and stuff. Because
Yes.
it has the natural medicine.
Yeah. Nature's gift
Nature
to
is
us.
amazing.
Love Mother Nature.
Here's something very interesting though that I found in this article.
Yep.
It says menopause is actually a single day.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's 12 months after your last period. So that day that is 12 months after your last period, that's when you are in menopause. After that day, you're post-menopause.
And prior to that day, you're perimenopause.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that kind of blew my mind a little bit when I read that sentence. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. Because you're premenopausal and then menopausal for a day.
Yeah. See, I'd like to know, have a look at if there's any carnivore women that have sort of gone through menopause and
oh gosh, I don't know how old Kelly Hogan is, but I know she's been carnivore for over 10 years. She must be in her 40s maybe, so she probably hasn't gone through menopause.
No.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to... That's something we can look up.
Yeah, because I think that it's probably linked, like how badly you feel the symptoms and stuff is probably
Oh, actually,
linked.
something's just popped into my head. So Dr. Sean Baker has a company called Revero.
Okay.
And that's like they've been funding studies and stuff into carnivore, and I have read on their site that some of the people that have started carnivore, they were women who thought they were menopausal and then they get their period back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So actually, hormone wise,
and also with fasting as well.
Yes.
Because I saw that with snake diet as well, that people have done, like women, older women have started snake diet and ended up getting their period back, and they're like, what are you doing to me?
Yeah, wow.
I thought I was done with all this.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show that when you're on a species appropriate diet, things work better for longer.
Yeah.
And I wish I'd known this stuff
And
in
all
my
species.
teenage years.
All species, you know. I think we should be feeding our animals what's natural for them, you know.
Well,
which
do.
Which is why I give my dog raw.
Yeah,
Raw.
and I did.
She has some fruit as well. But my dog's one of those, if she doesn't like it, she won't eat it. Yeah. And never been a fan of broccoli.
Funny that.
Never been a fan of cauliflower. She does like potatoes.
Yeah, well, potatoes are fine.
Yeah.
As long as they're prepared properly.
Yeah. But she'll eat a bit of raw sweet potato every now and then. Carrots, love carrots.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we should all eat species appropriate diets.
Yeah. If you haven't seen our previous episode,
yes, we did.
We talked about the carnivore diet and the benefits that we have seen. But yeah, so we're both embarking on a hormonal way of eating.
Well, I'm kind of plucking information that resonates from different sources.
Yeah.
And I kind of compile them together.
Because we're both fans of carnivore, but we know now through reading Dr. Mindy Pell's book, Fast Like a Girl, that we can't eat that way all month long.
No, we need to feed our natural
health.
kind of instinct. And so maybe add in some fruits and root vegetables,
the non-toxic veg.
Yeah. Do that at certain points.
But it's still low carb. So when you look at it, it's less than 150 grams per day when you're in those phases. So even by standard Western diet, it's still low.
Yes,
because most people are going to be well over 200 grams of carbs a day.
Which is
if you think like cereal for breakfast, sandwich and crisps for lunch,
pasta or pizza for dinner.
It's just it's not good for you.
No, it's not. And I mean, we both feel great on carnivore.
I'm on like day 8 now of being back on full carnivore. So I've got another couple of days after this, and that's when I will start adding in some root veg.
Yeah, for about 4 or 5 days.
For about 5 days, and then I get another few days of being strict carnivore.
Yeah.
Steak and eggs.
Cool.
And then back on the veg.
Yeah. And what about exercise?
Obviously, mostly animal based.
Yeah.
Chuck some root veg in.
Yeah. Because the carby times are really when you kind of it's a bit more nurtury, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's for the progesterone production.
Yeah. So you want to you can work out, but just not anything too strenuous.
Not extreme, no. When you're ovulating, you can lift quite heavy, and I think on the first 10 days of your cycle, you can lift pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So you've got a good half the month really when you can be doing quite good exercise wise. And then the other times, like when you're pre-menstrual, you just need to like tail it back and do some Pilates and stuff. Yeah. You know? Yeah, or you can still lift weights, but you're going to have to go lighter and up the reps, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, really interested to see what results come, because this is my first month doing it.
Yes, and I'm embarking on mine.
And you're going to start, Wednesday.
Day
1. day one.
Yeah, well, I'm going into day one should be Thursday,
Yeah.
so I'm going to do like a 24-hour fast from Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
Just coming into that.
So she'll be OMAD on Thursday.
I generally do OMAD a lot.
Yeah.
Apart from, obviously, well, I didn't know. But I've kind of naturally steered away from OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, at parts of my cycle.
Because you just get hungrier.
Yeah, just like wake up. I mean, I won't eat then till lunchtime.
Yeah, same.
But
yeah,
by lunchtime, it's like, I'm starving.
Well, it's 11:50 now, and I can feel my stomach going, are we going to eat?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to fast today, so no.
No, stomach. I'm going to buy some pork scratch.
Oh,
I won't eat them.
Cheeky. It's all right. It's all right. Anything else female health-wise you want to touch on?
Well, I think we've sort of touched on bone broth and stuff. It's just like the advantages of collagen and selenium and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a good diet.
Yeah, especially as we get older, we do need to start putting more collagen in.
Yeah, try not the birth control pill. There is actually a book which I would love to read, but it doesn't seem all too relevant to me now because I'm not on the pill. And I know that I'm never ever going back on it. But I think there is, if you are on the pill and we've sparked a bit of curiosity, then there is a book out there, I think it's called Life Beyond the Pill. There's probably some really good stuff on YouTube as well about it. But yeah, and also just like my advice from my own personal experiences, if your body does go a bit haywire for a couple of weeks, don't think, and go back on it. Just stick with it and it will regulate again.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. But yeah, I think our main message is listen to your body, learn about your hormones, understand yourself a bit better.
Yeah. And I will add links to the books that we've got our information from in the description box. And also links to our personal channels where we're going to be documenting our journeys on this plan. And I've also got a lot of videos that I've done previous challenges like carnivore and steak and eggs and keto stuff and all that, like what I eat in a day stuff and all that on my channel. So I'll link that. And and the only other thing we were going to talk about was cold showers.
Oh, yes. Wim Hof. Well, I'm going to add that in. Somebody I know actually has done a few and said that they've really felt a benefit.
I tried.
So have you?
I tried.
Sadly, I've got a broken shower at home, but I'm going to get that sorted, and then that's going to become part of my daily routine. But I'm going to have to ease myself in.
Yes.
But there is a local place actually, which have a hot tub and a sauna, and like an ice bath, an ice bath. So I might go and check that out.
I might come with.
Yes, we should do it. We can film each other and then upload and show these lovely people. Horrifying, but great. It was.
I'm not sure they want to see us in our swimwear. But
I'll get fully clothed.
Right, well, thank you for joining us today. It's been a good chat.
It has, and take care, lovely people, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.